Real quick, two other fights I want to ask you about. We kind of talked about one of them already, Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. What is this? Tito Shakur trade word? Tito calls him out. Oh, okay. Um
We didn't talk about Gervonta Davis from Monroe, but
no, yeah, we kind of talked about it already,
uh,
but I
the thing is, man, like Lamont Roach moved me up in weight, man. That's not good, man. And you're fighting a vicious puncher. And that's
yeah,
not taking anything from Lamar Roach. Lamar Roach is a tremendous fighter. It's just the weight. And then, like I said, you're fighting the number one fucking, like one of the hardest hitters in the sport.
yeah, I mean, you don't think there's anything. I mean, obviously you've been in the ring with Gervonta.
No, 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 no. It has nothing because you can't compare my fight to Gervonta, which
No,
was
of course
Roach's
not.
fight. Because, like I said, I'm another puncher.
Yeah, no, of course not. It's going to be a totally different type of fight. I think it's going to be a very technical, high speed chess, as they kind of say. But you don't think there's any way Lamont could possibly, as good as Tank is, I do know, you can get into a chess match with him,
You
and
get
you
in a
could.
chess match with everybody.
Well, but
Every
but that's
fight's
what
a
I'm
chess
saying.
match.
Like you could win some of the early rounds, and if Lamont could win some of the early rounds and avoid the wrecking ball in the middle to late rounds, is there any way he could squeak out a decision against Tank?
No,
Just no way whatsoever.
no, just too much experience, too much power, too much weight, big weight. Ev- Everything is in Tank's favor.
Everything. Wow.
Yeah, because like, bro, like even like I said, like man, you could say, oh, like you can make a claim like, oh, maybe like this person's a better boxer, but he's not a better boxer than Tank. He's
Mm-hmm.
not a bigger puncher. He's not bigger than Tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving up in weight, so that might affect him, make him a little bit slower.
Right. Right.
Tank has a crazy ring IQ. Tank has the better legs. Like, bro, you can't make a claim for any of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think
The only thing that could, that, like I said, that Tank has an off night. That can always happen to anyone.
right, right.
But you can't make a claim for any of this stuff.
I mean, I do think all the advantages point to Tank for sure. Um, but man, I just anytime I see a chess match, I do think that
It's not gonna be a chess match.
you don't think so.
Nah.
You don't think the fact that they have history. I mean, obviously Devin and Ryan had
Bro,
history.
everybody has history in this shit, bruh. If you've been fucking boxing since you were 5 years old, you fought some dude in the amateurs that in the pros.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody has history. None of that shit matters, man.
you don't
Just
think it
because
matters
you
that
were fucking one way, I don't know, 6 years ago doesn't mean you're that way today.
you don't think that you don't think that the history between Devin and Ryan played a factor in their fight at all?
Yeah, it played the biggest factor. You know what it did? It reminded Devin. I mean, it reminded Ryan that Devin has no power, so he could just fucking not respect him, and every time he throw a punch, just throw it the same time as him. That's the only thing. There was no fear.
Well, that's that familiarity, right? Like he was familiar with them, and he already know that. So that's why I'm saying, like, you don't think that maybe there's something that Lamont Roach is familiar with when it comes to Tank, and possibly that could give him. He said no.
No, 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 no.
Oh man, Rolly, you are a trip. All right, so if y'all are rocking with Rolly on the Canelo Crawford pick, you might want to rock with him on the Tank pick as well. Put all your chips in on Tank. Is it gonna be a knockout?
Who knows? It might go a decision because maybe Roach might be a little bit more durable because of the not cutting as much weight,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he might try to stay away from Tank. So I'm not saying that he's gonna get knocked out,
Right.
but I mean, there's a huge chance that he's gonna get knocked out because Tank has is a puncher,
Yeah.
But like, regardless whether yes or no, Tank's gonna win decision.
Well, there it is. There it is. Put your money on Tank. Last fight. Obviously the one coming up next weekend. I'm sure you're probably gonna go check out David Benavidez versus David Morel. Who do you think's gonna win that fight?
I got David.
Putting all your money in on David, huh?
Yeah, for
That's
sure, man.
that's a great
David.
pick. That's a great pick.
Yeah, straight bet. I'm not betting on no knockout or anything. I don't know if they're gonna just straight bet. Like I don't know if it's knockout decision, but I got David.
Tough decision. No, seriously. Okay. Benavidez or Morel? Like what? Well,
I
okay.
got David, bruh.
Okay. How do you think the fight is gonna look? Is that going to be a technical chess match? Are they just going to go straight ahead and start banging? Like what can fans expect? Well, before you go there, who do you think's the bigger puncher? Don't
They're
say
both
David,
punchers.
huh?
They're both punchers, though.
They are. You don't think one's a bigger puncher than the other?
I feel Benavidez is the more like output, like the more output puncher.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the more one punch puncher is Morel, and the more
Mm-hmm.
snappy one punch puncher is Morel.
Yeah.
Like I said, like power is like is like there's different kinds of power,
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna have to see. That's a tremendous fight, man. That's a fight I've been waiting for, man. These motherfuckers, they hate each other. You got people throwing belts at each other. We all they don't like each other,
He missed too with that throw, didn't he? That's kind of
man.
hard to throw a belt. Those belts are awkward though. They don't
You
really
know,
float through the air. Yeah.
hey, I don't know who wins that fight, but I just know some shit's gonna go down.
No, it's gonna be a fun fight for sure, bro. For sure. How do you think it's gonna play out though? Is it
I got David.
I mean, I know, but obviously David Benavidez is going to be coming forward, right? Like he's the
Well, no,
volume
I mean, I'm
puncher.
gonna tell you like this. This also really Morel's first test,
Mm-hmm.
and this is also showing if Morel has conditioning and a heart. Because David for sure has conditioning and a heart. He's already proved it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But this is showing Morel has it, and if he has it, like I said, like I said, it just depends. Like maybe it doesn't even go to the later rounds.
You don't think
Like I
so?
said, the later rounds though, like I said, like Benavidez has them experience in them later rounds with his heart and the conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if Morel has that like that yet.
Has Morel gone the distance?
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
he stopped some dude in the 12th round. Remember, I left him in a coma.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we're gonna see, like I said, what we truly have from both of them. I mean, well, from Morel, with David, we know what we have. David is the Mexican monster. He's gonna fucking walk you down anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but with Morel, we're gonna see how he does in the later rounds. If it even gets to the later rounds, who knows? Morel might crack David. David might crack Morel. Like I said, you don't know. Like that's a styles make fights too. Like I said, how many southpaws has David really fought? Have Benavidez really fought?
Mm-hmm.
He fought with what's the name? Andrade, but who else?
Right.
And I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, I saw Benavidez spar. I'm not gonna say anything.
For this fight?
Yeah, it's on spar. Yeah,
Oh really?
yeah. So I seen some things. And I've heard some things about Morel. Because like they. And honestly, they're both looking great.
Mm-hmm.
They're both looking great.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, we're gonna see. This is gonna be a beautiful fight, man. Man, this is the fight this is like one of those fights where it's like this is one of those fights that deserves to be paid because it's two people actually trying to fight.
Right.
It's two people. It's like an actual deserving fight. It's not no fucking. I'm gonna pick this fighter. No, this is a real fucking fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is I think it's a little bit of an underrated fight just because David Morrell's name isn't quite as
It
big.
isn't there yet. Like bro, if I was to do the whole re-promotion and all that stuff, I would have Morel maybe fight like Caleb Plan or something or one of the Charlos,
Mm-hmm.
and then go on from there to build his name more.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe give him a little bit more experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
that's
like because I do feel like it's a little premature for Morel.
mm-hmm.
David's been on that fucking top level for us, well, literally since he was like 20.
Right. Right.
But So the experience goes to David.
Do you think
Morel is bigger than David though, slightly.
right? Do you think that I mean you said you got a chance to see Benavidez spar. Do you think that Morel is the better boxer than Benavidez, or
Look, I'm
is
gonna tell you,
Benavidez
like,
underrated?
bro, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say what happened in no sparring or any of that stuff because I ain't no fucking informant. I am
No
not no
snitch.
fucking rodent. I am not an informant. I am not a snitch. I am not a pinche rata. But
I feel you.
but no. Wait, what was the question again?
I was just asking if you, because I think most people just are kind of thinking that David Morrell has the better boxing skills than David Benavidez, but I also feel
Well, I
like
mean, Morel's the boxer out of the two.
right. That's what I'm saying. But I
And
also
yeah,
feel like
Benavidez is the fighter out of the two. Like I said, no, Morel's is to known to be. It's like saying, oh, who's a better boxer, Pitbull Cruz or Shakur Stevenson? Like,
yeah, but the difference though is that I feel like Benavidez has underrated boxing skills. Like I feel like people kind of sleep on his defense. Like they feel like he's just a guy that comes forward when really there's some intelligence with the way he works himself in there.
I could say the same thing about like I said, Pitbull and Shakur.
I don't think the same thing
Fucking
about
Pitbull's hands are always
Pitbull.
fucking glued right there.
I know. I
No,
think
no, I know, but
Pitbull.
like I said,
Yeah.
yeah, you're not gonna. His fucking chin's hard to fucking hit.
Right. But I don't think Pitbull like I don't think his ring IQ is underrated. Like I feel like he comes in to do what he wants to do, but I feel like David Benavidez, like there's some little sneaky things that Benavidez does to set
But
up traps.
every fighter does sneaky shit.
You're right. I can't argue
Every
that.
fighter does sneaky shit.
You're right. I can't argue that. That's true. That's true. So yeah, I guess the consensus would be Morel's the boxer and
Maybe
Benavidez
it's
is
the
the fighter.
fighter.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're
So
right.
is the fighter going to be able to out pressure the boxer, or is the boxer going to be able to stay on the outside and out box the fighter?
But I just got a funny feeling that I would not be surprised to see Benavidez do a little more boxing than we've seen him do in the past. Like I got a funny feeling about that. I feel like he's kind of purposely trying to get underneath Morel's skin to piss him off so he'll walk into something. Like I feel like the roles might be reversed in this fight. I could be wrong. But it just
I be honest, like I said, I don't fucking know.
yeah.
I don't fucking know. We're going to see
We're gonna see.
February 1st. February 1st over here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's
Yeah.
T-Mobile Arena, right?
Yep.
At the
Yep.
T-Mobile Arena over here in the Mecca of boxing. And we're going to overhear another great Al Heyman PBC event
That's what's up. That's what's up. Is it the
of
first one of the year? It's the
of the
first one of the year.
Mexican Monster versus a Cuban amateur standout.
Yeah.
And we're going to see who wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure to tune in February 1st for this incredible event.
Rolly, they should give you a cut from the pay-per-view sales. You should get a cut for that. That was a good promo. Well, listen, man, February 1st, next weekend, March 1st, Tank, Roach, and then I don't know what's going on in April, but then May, I don't think we have a date yet, but May, that's when you're gonna finally get in the ring with Ryan Garcia. Is there anything you want to let the fans know about your fight or anybody else's fight or your Fortnite skills or whatever before I let you get out of here? Don't say we shall see.
I love every single one of you guys. I'm just happy to give you guys the most exciting fights in boxing. And I want to thank everyone who's been behind me, everyone who's always supported me. That's all. Thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all heard it from the man himself, Big Balls Rolly, busting nuts and busting heads. Make sure y'all tune in.